Joe Biden is going to scale back the federal student loan cancellation program. The Biden administration quietly issued an update to its student loan forgiveness plan on Thursday, drastically scaling back eligibility on the same day that 6 Republican-led states filed a lawsuit against Joe Biden, claiming his student loan forgiveness plan is, guess what, illegal. As of Thursdays, borrowers who have federal student loans that are owed by private entities and not by the U.S. Department of Education will no longer qualify for the relief program. I wonder how many that excludes. Previously, the administration had said these borrowers with student loans owned by private entities, many of which were made under the former federal Family Education Loan (FFEL) program and federal Parkins loan program would qualify for relief up to $10,000 or $20,000 of loan forgiveness as long as the borrowers consolidated his or her debt into the federal direct loan program. The guidance now states as of September 29, 2022, borrowers with federal student loans not held by the ED cannot obtain one-time debt relief by consolidating those loans into direct loans. More than 4 million student loan borrowers have privately held loans through the FFEL program, according to the NPR. I mean, they're still going to basically spend our money. I mean, the Department of Education estimates the program will cost about $375 billion of our money, or about $30 billion a year over the next 10 years, although these estimates are based on highly uncertain assumptions about future economic conditions and participation rates. Separately, the Congress Budget Office, a federal agency, estimated the cost to be over $400 billion over the next 30 years. Hey, anybody got an extra $400 billion I can borrow? Because gosh knows we're going to need it. Why not? We just sent $12 billion or something like that to Ukraine anyways, so why not? Let's spend a little more. The drastic updates came as a group of 6 GOP attorneys general filed a lawsuit against Biden and Education Secretary Miguel Cardona on September 29th to block the loan forgiveness program. The states of Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and South Carolina in the lawsuit filed in federal court on Missouri claimed that the move is illegal, which it is. He can't do this, but once again, they do something. They claim they're going to do something, and then when they find out, oh, well, it's illegal, oh, well, we're not going to do that. But by that time, they're already part of the way into it, much like the COVID thing. Let's do it through OSHA, and then, oh, we can't do that? Yeah, we'll backpedal on that. They want to see if they'll be challenged on something that they're doing before they do it. Alright, and just to zip through the rest of the headlines. Tropical storm. I live in Florida, so it's fine. Liberal female and minority Americans' new gun owners aren't who do you think? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are buying guns now. 22 lawmakers demand Merrick Garland explain alleged FBI SWAT raid on Catholic pro-life activist Mark Hoek. Yeah, that was amazing. Jean Parra struggles to explain away Biden's latest embarrassing senior moment as reporters won't have it, as you've probably seen the video on this. That's pretty bad. Smith & Wesson sued over a link to July 4th parade mass shooting. That's bullshit. I mean, let's be honest. I don't understand how they can sue a gun owner, but I can't sue a car maker. You know, that all should not be happening. Let's see. Biden threatens to investigate oil companies if they raise the gas prices during the hurricane. Okay. What about when your inflation was causing us when you shut the pipeline down? How about when that happened? Nah, we don't worry about that. Audit finds IRS sent over $1.1 billion in child tax credit payments to ineligible taxpayers. Failed to send $3.7 billion to eligible. That sounds like about right. CBP calls in suicidologists as workforce deaths rise. We are sitting in 5 suicides, and that was alarming, said CDP co-Benjamin Curry. Exclusive interview with the Washington Examiner. That's interesting. Senate poised to approve stopgap measures to avoid government shutdown and fund Ukraine military. Here we go. The 72-23 vote last night cleared the way for debate after Senator Joe Manchin agreed to drop his provisional aimed at exploiting the permitting process for some major energy projects, citing his firmly held belief that we should never come to the brink of a government shutdown over politics. Michigan man who shot elderly pro-life canvasser claims she was arguing with his wife and shooting was an accident. Well, why did you have the gun? I'm thinking she was going to smack Sharon with it, so without thinking I went to a club it away with the rifle in my finger was still on the trigger guard. It went off and hit her. Oops. Chinese communist-fueled opioid crisis costs $1.47 trillion in 2020. Yeah, we knew this. Let's see. The top unions lost nearly 250,000 members after court struck down mandatory membership. White House mulling potential Yellen departure after midterms. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes after the midterm. Gavin Newsom for president. He's impressing Democrat insiders with a blast at Republicans. Heaven help us, no. The Dem midterm advantage just evaporated overnight. Though Democrats held a 5-point lead over Republicans, 46-41 in the polls between September 17 and 20th, they were tied with Republicans down at 44% in the polls last edition between September 24th and 27th, which was conducted by YouGov research and sponsored by The Economist. Don't believe polls. Don't believe polls. Pelosi pushes bill banning lawmakers from trading stock. Yeah, because she's already made millions on it. So, of course she wants to ban it now because she's about to leave. House Republicans launch probe into Education Department funding of woke universities. Yeah, they should be doing that. Democrat John Fetterman scrubs Black Lives Matter section from campaign website. Nobody wants to be associated with them anymore. Gavin Newsom signs onslaught of pro-abortion bills, of course, because you should be able to kill your baby till they're 65, right? That's what California believes. We're in deep trouble. Billionaire investor says U.S. is spiraling toward a debt crisis. By the way, 49, it eats all Social Security. 2049. Well, that's good to know. Mortgage rates near an astonishing 7%. Oh, yep. Well, I can tell you they're already over 6%. Let's see. Energy. German authorities feared Nord Stream pipeline may be permanently unusable following sabotage. I'm glad they call it sabotage and not Putin attacking his own pipeline, because we know that's bullshit. U.S. military says it's absolutely not involved in the Nord Stream. I don't believe that. I think the military was involved in that. They didn't do it, so what they're saying here is probably true, but I think they gave the information to the Ukrainians or someone else to bomb that. CNN, European security officials observed Russian Navy ship in vicinity of Nord Stream pipeline leaks. Really? Really? CNN. Breakthrough trial finds drug ever to curb Alzheimer's progress. YouTube removed viral pro-family speech from incoming conservative Italian PM George. Okay, well, of course they're going to do that. That's YouTube for you. Biased much? Media? Fact checkers find no Biden lies. CNN exodus continues as 20 staffers from doomed CNN Plus laid off, report. Well, LGBTQIA2S Oklahoma's Children's Hospital to halt certain gender medicine services after state places restrictions on funding. Woke airline will apparently allow men to wear skirts. I think we all know who we're talking about here with Virgin Atlantic. Dumb. Parent group challenges school districts planned transgender awareness week. That's, again, dumb. Why? Exclusive Planned Parenthood advocate gender clinic doctor helped craft Wisconsin schools' raunchy sex ed curriculum. Wow. The new curriculum teaches kindergartners about gender identity and expression by reading books such as Sparkle Boy and Not All Princesses Dress in Pink. Wow. Groomer? No one knows how many mirrors are getting gender affirming. Okay. Culture War. Whitlock, new book. King's Policy Inspires Solution to Wawa Store Looting in America's Collapsing Family Structure. If you haven't seen that video, wow, you should go watch that video. I don't care about The Wire. I don't care about entertainment. They're all Middle East women are leading a revolution in Iran. When will Western feminists help? Nah, they're too busy with their microaggressions. U.S. downs Iranian drone amid Revolutionary Guard strike in Iraq. Iran nuclear deal talks at dead end. Biden admin tells Congress in classified briefing 2 weeks ago they thought they had a deal, and now they know they do not have a deal, and they are stunned by the deal because they have negotiated all that there was negotiated. At the end of the day, Iran doesn't want the deal that was negotiated, ISA told the Washington Free Beacon. War breaking. Trump calls for peace, offers to broker deal between U.S., Russia, and Ukraine to end war. Yeah. Biden will never take that because that basically just upstages Biden. U.S. believes it's unlikely Putin will use nuclear weapon, but threat has elevated. Yeah, since Ukraine has joined NATO, that kind of puts us into it, doesn't it? The most likely nuclear scenario at the heart of this move is attacking civilians rather than opposition forces. This manifests us with attacks on hospitals, school, and hazardous infrastructure like chemical plants and nuclear power stations. U.S. announces $1.1 billion more in military aid for Ukraine. Wow, there we go. White House requests Ukraine nuclear security funding to expand assistance due to nuclear power plant concerns. Putin is a fool. Intercepted calls reveal Russian army in disarray. I don't know. And that's your look at the news for today. Hope you find something happy in this. Have a great day.